Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of container gardening with a focus on fast-growing fruits. Whether you have a small balcony or a spacious patio, these fruits are perfect for your container garden, bringing the joy of homegrown produce right to your doorstep. Container gardening offers incredible versatility. You can control the soil, manage water more effectively, and even move your plants to optimize sunlight or protect them from harsh weather. This control is particularly beneficial for fruit-bearing plants, which often have specific needs. We'll explore varieties that are not only quick to mature, but also beautifully suited to pot culture, ensuring you can enjoy a delicious harvest without needing a sprawling orchard. In this video, I'll guide you through selecting the right fruits, preparing their containers, and providing the care they need to flourish. From luscious strawberries to zesty citrus, we'll cover everything you need to know to transform your small space into a productive and beautiful edible garden. Imagine stepping out to pick fresh berries for your breakfast, or a ripe tomato for your salad. It's truly a good thing and simpler than you might think. So let's begin this rewarding journey together. Strawberries are one of the most rewarding fruits to grow in containers. Their compact nature makes them perfectly suited for pots, window boxes, or even hanging baskets. They are perennial, meaning that with proper care, your strawberry patch can delight you with fruit year after year. The key is selecting the right varieties and providing them with the conditions they adore. Everbearing or day-neutral varieties, which fruit throughout the season as long as temperatures are favorable, are often the preferred choice. Consider varieties like Seascape or Albion for their excellent performance in pots. An 18-inch wide pot is a good starting point for a small cluster of plants. Good drainage cannot be overstressed. Strawberries despise wet feet. Strawberries thrive in a well-draining, slightly acidic soil that is rich in organic matter. You can purchase a high-quality potting mix or create your own by blending compost, peat moss or coir and perlite or coarse sand. When you set the plants into their pots, ensure the crown is set right at soil level. Space your plants about 10 to 12 inches apart to give them room to grow. They require at least 8 hours of direct sunlight each day. Consistent watering is key, especially as the plants are establishing and during fruit development. The soil should be kept consistently moist but never waterlogged. Fertilizing your container strawberries will encourage lush growth and plentiful fruit. Start with a balanced, all-purpose liquid fertilizer early in the season. Once the plants begin to flower, switch to a fertilizer that is higher in potassium. Pick berries when they are fully red and have a slight give when gently squeezed. Regular picking encourages the plant to produce more fruit. Keep an eye out for pests like slugs or birds. Netting can be helpful if birds become a problem. With a little care, your container strawberries will provide delicious treats throughout their season. Tomatoes are one of the most popular choices for home gardeners, and they adapt wonderfully to container cultivation. Determinate, or bush, varieties are particularly well suited as they grow to a fixed, manageable size. When choosing a container for your tomatoes, think big. A single determinate tomato plant will thrive in a pot that is at least 5 gallons in volume. Ensure there are plenty of drainage holes. Most tomato varieties benefit greatly from some form of support. Sturdy stakes or cages inserted into the pot at planting time will keep the plant upright. Tomatoes are sun worshippers, requiring a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Consistent watering is absolutely critical for container-grown tomatoes. The soil should be kept evenly moist, like a well-wrung sponge, but never waterlogged. A high-quality, well-draining potting mix is essential for healthy tomato growth. Tomatoes are heavy feeders, and providing them with a good soil foundation will set them up for success. Regular fertilization is necessary to keep your container tomatoes productive. Start feeding with a balanced liquid fertilizer about 2 weeks after planting. Once flowering begins, switch to a fertilizer higher in potassium and phosphorus. Keep an eye out for common tomato issues like blossom end rot. Harvesting your tomatoes at the right time ensures the best flavor. The taste of a sun-ripened tomato picked fresh from your own container plant is an unparalleled summer delight. Growing blueberries in containers is a fantastic way to enjoy these delicious and healthful berries. Many blueberry varieties, especially compact or dwarf types, thrive in pots. The most crucial factor for success with container blueberries is providing them with acidic soil. Blueberries need a low pH, typically between 4.5 and 5.5. Use a specially formulated acidic potting mix. Choosing the right pot is also important. A pot that is at least 22 inches deep and equally wide is recommended for a mature bush. Blueberry bushes need at least 6 to 8 hours of full sun per day. Watering blueberries in containers requires a careful balance. They prefer consistently moist soil. Mulching the soil surface in your blueberry pots is highly beneficial. A 2 to 3 inch layer of acidic mulch helps to conserve soil moisture. Fertilizing your container blueberries should be done with care. Use a fertilizer specifically formulated for acid-loving plants. Pollination is another consideration for blueberries. While some varieties are self-pollinating, many produce larger and more abundant fruit if cross-pollinated. Pruning is necessary to maintain the health and productivity of your container-grown blueberry bushes. In the first couple of years, focus on removing any weak or crossing branches. On mature bushes, prune in late winter or early spring while the plant is dormant. With this care, your blueberry bushes will reward you from June to August. Figs are surprisingly well suited to container gardening. Many fig varieties remain a manageable size, especially when grown in pots. When selecting a fig variety for a container, look for those known to be more compact. Varieties like Brown Turkey, Celeste, Violette de Bordeaux, or Little Miss Figgy are excellent choices. A 15 to 20 gallon pot is a good size for a mature dwarf fig tree. Good drainage is absolutely essential. Fig trees are sun lovers and require at least 6 to 8 hours of full sun per day. While figs are drought tolerant once established in the ground, container-grown plants have different needs. You'll need to water your potted fig tree regularly. Figs are not overly fussy about soil, but a well-draining potting mix rich in organic matter is ideal. Fertilizing your container fig should be done judiciously. An application of a balanced, slow-release fertilizer in early spring is usually sufficient. Pruning is important for maintaining the size and shape of your container fig tree. Figs produce fruit on new wood, so pruning can stimulate growth. The best time to prune is in late winter or early spring while the tree is dormant. In colder climates, container-grown fig trees will need winter protection. Move the pot to an unheated garage, shed or basement where temperatures stay above freezing. Water sparingly during dormancy. In spring, once the threat of hard frost has passed, gradually reintroduce the tree to outdoor conditions. Dwarf citrus trees, such as lemons, limes, and oranges, are a truly delightful addition to any container garden. Varieties like the Meyer lemon, key lime, or Kalamandin orange are particularly well suited to pot culture. Choosing the right pot is crucial for the long-term health of your dwarf citrus tree. Select a container that is at least 5 gallons in size for a young tree. Excellent drainage is paramount. Citrus trees despise soggy roots. Sunlight is a non-negotiable requirement for citrus trees. They need a minimum of 8 hours of direct, bright sunlight each day. Watering your container citrus tree requires a careful balance. They prefer soil that is consistently moist but not waterlogged. Allow the top 2 to 3 inches of soil to dry out between waterings. Citrus trees prefer a well-draining, slightly acidic potting mix. Fertilizing is essential for productive container-grown citrus trees. Use a balanced fertilizer specifically formulated for citrus trees. Many dwarf citrus varieties are self-pollinating. Pest management is an ongoing consideration for citrus trees. Common pests include scale insects, spider mites, aphids, and mealybugs. Inspect your tree regularly. If you live in a region with cold winters, your citrus tree will need to be brought indoors. Gradually acclimate the tree to indoor conditions over a week or two before the first frost. Place it in a bright spot, away from cold drafts or direct heat sources. Similarly, acclimate it back to outdoor conditions in the spring after the danger of frost has passed. And there you have it, a selection of wonderful, fast-growing fruits that can thrive in containers, bringing fresh flavors and a sense of accomplishment right to your home. From the sweet delight of strawberries to the zesty tang of citrus, each of these plants offers a unique reward for your care and attention. Remember that the journey of gardening is one of continuous learning and enjoyment, and even a small space can yield an impressive bounty. It's about choosing the right plants and giving them what they need. I hope this guide has inspired you to start or expand your own container fruit garden. The satisfaction of harvesting fruit you've grown yourself is truly unparalleled, and it's a wonderful way to connect with the seasons and the food we eat. Don't be afraid to experiment with different varieties and techniques. That's part of the fun. The beauty of container gardening is its adaptability and the joy it brings to any setting, large or small. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening! We look forward to sharing more ways to make your home and garden more beautiful and productive. Until next time, may your containers be fruitful and your harvests plentiful.